One of the first things that I do when I wake up is just put some oils in my diffuser. Scent has a lot of power to change your mood, and I feel like doing this at the start of the day just really sets it off on the right foot. Then I go over and make some coffee. Yes, I have a Keurig in my room. It's that serious. I can get into more of that later, why it's in my room. And then I go and wash my face. I'm going to be doing my makeup soon, so I want to make sure everything is off and it's just ready for me to apply. I just watched The Addams Family while I drank my coffee. I woke up with enough time to be able to relax and do this. If I don't do this, I tend to feel really rushed, and I don't like to have to get up and just immediately get ready. I like a little bit of time in the morning just to myself so I can put myself in the right mindset. I also decided to paint my nails. I don't really get to do that a lot anymore because having a labor job, they just get chipped off. So on special occasions like today, I decided to. In this routine that we're performing, we are portraying presidential candidates, so I don't have to do anything too elaborate with my makeup, just enough to accentuate my features from farther away. And then I meditate for a little bit. It kind of helps me just get in the right headspace and reduce my nerves before the show and kind of clear out any negative emotions that I've been having, because I definitely don't want to go into a performance with built up emotions. I want to be like a blank canvas in a way where I just come out and I can portray the character that I'm supposed to. So fast forward to after the rehearsal, we decided to go to a local sandwich shop and get lunch. And we concluded that it was the softest bread that we ever felt, so here I am touching it naturally. Then we went to a coffee shop, got our caffeine fix before the show. It had been a minute since the morning, so we needed another little boost. And then this is just my messy little backstage setup. It's, you know, the drill. It's just how it is. You just have your stuff everywhere, in case you might need something and you don't want to be digging around in your bag for it for 5 years. It's just right there and ready. So I'm back home now. It's about 10:05 and I got home about 9:15. I just showered and took my makeup off and got this hairspray out of my hair because, you know, it's kicked up really badly after a show and there's no way I'm going to bed with that, although I will admit sometimes I do, and I'm sure that there are other people out there with me on that, because sometimes you're just too tired, especially if you have a commute, because anytime that I have a show I'm pretty much out of town, and 9 times out of 10 I don't have somewhere to stay on show nights, so I end up having to drive home super late. And especially on days like today, it's kind of hard because I have to leave so early and wake up so early and drive there, and then we do stuff all day, and then it's like super late when we're done. And then by the time I get out, like, I'm hungry, I want food, and have to drive home all that way. I haven't eaten since like 1 or 2 today when we went to this sandwich shop, and then in between then I just had like a little tiny bit of trail mix and some nasty snickerdoodle flavored almonds that I bought, and I've slowly been trying to eat up because I don't like waste, but they're nasty. So needless to say, I'm not satisfied and I am very excited to eat. I am about to do that after I get fully ready, and I'm basically just gonna do that and I'm gonna go to bed. So how my day looked: I woke up about 6:40, laid in bed for a little bit and tried to coax myself out of bed. Ate like 2 breakfasts because, you know, on days like today, get real hungry. And the first one was just small, like apples and peanut butter, and then I had eggs and some potatoes. And then after I got all dressed and I packed and made sure I have everything, my equipment and my costume, everything like that. I headed out and drive was about 50 minutes, and so me and my dance company went out to this sandwich shop that they picked because I don't know the area and they are more familiar with it, and we got kicked out of there because it closed, so we ended up going to a coffee shop and got some coffee, and we had some really good conversations. I'm really happy to be a part of this company because it's just given me so many things in my life that I needed. Like, I needed to be dancing again. I needed people who were open and receptive to having conversations. We don't always have to agree with each other, and it still flows, and we still have productive, healthy conversations and debates and stuff like that. So it's a really safe space for me to talk, and really it's just become a really warm environment, and probably one of the best things in my week that I look forward to. And so even though it is a job, I really don't feel like it's a job because I just enjoy it so much. So I would really like to get to the point where I'm doing things like this all the time. The show is about 7 o'clock and it didn't last very long. By the time that there wasn't that many companies performing and everyone's acts were fairly short. So by the time that we performed, it was like almost the last act, around 8 o'clock. And we did that, and then we did the bow real quick and took a quick picture, and then we just left from there. That's my day. That was how it goes. And each and every time is going to be different, but that's just a small glimpse at what a typical rehearsal / performance day looks like for me.